Wow, long time no long form video. How are you guys? I'm here today with a book haul because I've added a couple books to my collection and I'm really excited because they're books I'm actually really excited about, and it's nice to feel like I'm human again. It's nice to be back and it's nice to be reading more and interacting online again. So yeah, should we just admit defeat and put on my glasses? I think we probably should, because let's be real, I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first books are 3 books in a series. My boyfriend got them for me as a gift, and they're I was gonna say they're Percy Jackson. They're not Percy Jackson. They're Rick Riordan, and in no particular order, I have The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. This is book 1 in the Kane Chronicles? Yes, so this is book 1 of the Kane Chronicles. I'm very excited for this because I do want to go on like a giant Rick Riordan book binge and read them all. And I know that this is also one of his books, and these are about Egyptian mythology, and I've been really into Egyptian mythology again lately. I've been watching like all the mummy movies. I want to read this. I blame being an intern at the Egyptian part of the Brooklyn Museum. But yeah, so I have The Red Pyramid. I have The Serpent's Shadow, which is book 3. Book 2 is over there. So this is book 3. Also, just look at these covers. And they were hardcovers, and they're out of print. They were from the Strand. I just went to look because this one says list price $19.99, $10. This one says out of print. So I don't know, are the hardcovers of the Kane Chronicles out of print? I'm not sure. I know the books are a little dusty. So this is book 3, and then we have book 2, which is The Throne of Fire. I love the colors and all the stuff. I'm so excited. Just look how much fun. Pow. My tendinitis is flaring up so bad. This actually really hurts to hold like this, but for you guys, I'll take the L. But yeah, so I have the 3 books in the Kane Chronicles, so I'm very excited to get to this because I'm also going to reread Percy Jackson, because I don't know if you've seen, but there's been like spin-off editions to the Percy Jackson series, and I have the first one, so I need to do a reread so I can dive into that and then dive into these. After that, we're pivoting completely, and I have the Stardew Valley cookbook. Part of what I've been up to in kind of like my healing journey is feeding myself properly and learning how to cook. So I actually have 2 other cookbooks. I have the 2 Dungeons and Dragons cookbooks that you can get at Barnes & Noble, and I've actually made recipes from the Hero's Feast, and they're really good. So far I've done just their like hot chocolate recipe and the chili, and it's really good. I saw this at Target. The sticker's not there anymore, thank God. But yeah, I saw this at Target. I love Stardew Valley. It helped me a lot when I was depressed. So I was excited to see like, you know, the recipes, and it's really cute. And they look pretty good. They're, I think, on the simpler side, but there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. And I also like that they're divided by season, so I'm excited to get to this. In terms of I'm excited to get to cooking things from this. I mean, you can read a cookbook, you can skim it, but you know what I mean. And finally, we have the last 3 books that I picked up at Barnes & Noble on a bit of a whim. And we have first A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. I've seen this book around for a very long time, especially when I was younger. And I've always wanted to read it. It seemed interesting, and for the first time I saw the book in the wild. I've never actually seen the book out and about when I'm at the bookstore, so I picked this up. It was $18.99, which feels like a lot for a paperback. I feel like even adult paperbacks used to be a lot cheaper. What's going on? You know what's going on. Anyway, I'm very excited. I did see some reviews that were not so positive about this book, talking about they didn't like the way the author wrote. But like I said before, like I said in a different video, I am very fond of flowery language, and I like pretty writing that's maybe not as easy to read. It's something I really enjoy. So I'm thinking maybe I'll really enjoy this book for that. as well as the content. Also love the cover. We also have Spy X Family Volume 13. I always want to say Spy X Volume. Spy X Family Volume 13. I'm currently on book 11. So I'm almost done catching up for now. I'm very excited. I love that it has like the 3 gossipers. I wish I could get my hair to look like that. So cute. So yeah, I have this. Very excited because I love Spy X Family. And then on a very gothic note, I have A Dark and Drowning Tide by Allison Saft. This book sounded very eerie and right up my alley. I've been really in the mood for gothic books and kind of gothic settings, so this seems like it's gonna be good. Also, just stunning cover. Look at these gorgeous women. Like, the words academic rival are literally printed on this. Obviously, that's not why I picked it up. I don't like the whole like trope ads for books anymore. That's really annoying because I feel like a lot of authors, not all authors obviously, but a lot of authors are too heavily relying on tropes and not actually building a plot. They're just like trope, trope, trope instead of like a real plot. But anyway, I'm going to read you the back because this sounds so good. So, the top half says, a sharp-tongued folklorist must pair up with her academic rival to solve their mentor's murder in this lush and enthralling sapphic fantasy romance from the New York Times bestselling author of A Far Wilder Magic. Sapphic romance? Yes, please. Anyway, Lorelei, if I could see, I can't see. Lorelei Caskell, a folklorist with a quick temper and an even quicker wit, is on an expedition with 6 eccentric nobles in search of a fabled spring. The magical spring promises untold power, which the king wants to harness in order to secure his reign over the embattled country of Brunistad. Lorelei is determined to use this opportunity to prove herself and make her wildest, most impossible dream come true, to become a naturalist, able to travel freely to lands she's only read about. The expedition gets off to a harrowing start when its leader, Lorelei's beloved mentor, is murdered in her quarters aboard their ship, and the suspects are the 5 remaining expedition mates, each with their own motive. The only person Lorelei knows must be innocent is her longtime academic rival, the insufferably gallant and maddeningly beautiful Sylvia von Wolf. Now in charge of the expedition, Lorelei must find the spring before the murderer strikes again, and a coup begins in earnest. But there are other dangers lurking in the dark forest that rearrange themselves at night. Rivers with slumbering dragons hiding beneath the water, and shape-shifting beasts out for blood. As Lorelei and Sylvia grudgingly work together to uncover the truth and resist their growing feelings for each other, they discover that their leader had secrets of her own. Secrets that make Lorelei question whether justice is worth pursuing and if this kingdom is worth saving at all. Tell me that does not sound juicy and phenomenal. Okay? So yeah, those are actually all the books. I'm very proud that I didn't buy too many, and yeah, but my TBR is definitely never ending. Don't worry about that. I'm working on it, okay?